The fire just broke out after 1 o'clock this morning at a 3-story apartment building on Glenwood Avenue, just south of Argyle. When Chicago Fire first arrived, the building, as you can see, was fully engulfed in flames. The fire was so intense, the fire department called a 311 alarm, sending 12 engines, 4 fire trucks, 2 tower ladders, and about 125 firefighters to fight this blaze.
Hello, my name is Osiris, and today is December 29th, 2025, and this is my channel where I make walking videos around the city of Chicago. Let me show you where I'm at right now. This is the Argyle Red Line Station in Chicago's Uptown neighborhood, and I know that I've never showed my face on this channel before. As you can probably guess by the title of this video, I'm making this video due to some unfortunate circumstances. My apartment building in Chicago's Uptown neighborhood burned down just a couple weeks ago, and I was out of town at the time. I've actually been out of the country for a couple weeks now. You may have noticed that all the videos I've been posting have been filmed from earlier this month. But yeah, I just took the train down from Rogers Park, where I'm staying with a friend, since I got back into the city last night, and right now I am walking to my building, or what's left of it, to see it for the first time since I left for my trip. Alright. Yeah, so walking down Argyle right now from the station. So you can see this is Chicago's little Vietnam neighborhood in Uptown, and I live just a couple blocks away on Glenwood and Argyle. I should say lived, because I no longer live there. And yeah, I'm gonna take you with me, gonna give you my live reaction to seeing my place for the first time since it burned down. Should be pretty interesting. Okay, made it to Glenwood and Broadway right here, and I'm going to continue 2 blocks to the west to Glenwood, and we'll check out my apartment. Okay, here we are at Glenwood and Argyle. My building's right over here. I'm not sure if anyone's back in the building yet. Probably. The fire happened 2 weeks ago, and I know that they had to turn off the utilities for an indefinite period of time. It was just the corner of the building that my unit was in that was totally destroyed. And yeah, curious to see what it's like, or if I'm even able to get inside. But here goes nothing. Let's check it out. See some caution tape. Gates wide open in the front. Okay. Look at that. Look at that damage. Okay. Wow. This is pretty insane. Okay, yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to see of this, but we're gonna try to check out as much as possible. So, My unit was right there. Those two windows are the only ones on this side that actually face my unit. You can see a lot of the roof is completely gone. Yeah, let's check out what the situation is right here. Okay, we've got American Red Cross sign. We've got padlock that's gonna prevent me from getting in right here. Let's try going around to the alleyway and see if we can get in that way. So I've been told by my property management that they're not going to start like digging stuff out until after the 1st of January. I should also mention that luckily no one was seriously hurt during the fire. One woman went to the hospital due to smoke inhalation, and there's a couple cats missing that sadly were like tossed out of the building during the fire. Got my keys here. We're gonna try to get in. Also gonna see if my bike is still in the laundry room and I'm able to get that out. But basically, all of my belongings, I'm assuming, are gone. Except for the ones that I brought with me on my trip, which is actually pretty fortunate. I know that most of my neighbors who lost their apartments as well were not able to get anything but the clothes on their backs. So I'm lucky I have some IDs. I've got several, shirts and pants. Could be much worse. All right, let you see what I'm seeing right now. Staircase. Yeah, I'm afraid to go in here, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be inaccessible for me. Wow, look at this. Very grateful I was not here during the fire. I'm sure it was very traumatic for everyone who had to witness it. Okay, out in the alleyway. The scaffolding has been installed since the fire. This was not here before. Okay, yeah, look at this. Into this window. And you can see all the way up to the sky. This, by the way, is the first floor window. That's up there. This is kind of like, I guess, the basement unit they consider it. Okay. Gonna go around this driveway right here. And check this out. Okay. Yep. So right there, where you can see the sky, that is where my back door was. And that would have been my kitchen. And then to the right here was my bedroom. That window right there was my neighbor's apartment. Yeah. So honestly, I don't know. I mean, I saw the videos on the internet of the fire. You could see flames spewing out of the window. So, I think, just in terms of like, is there anything left that I can collect that wasn't completely damaged? I don't think so. But, yeah. Crazy stuff. I've never had something like this happen to me. I don't know anyone in my life who's had to experience this, thankfully. And again, I'm very grateful that I was not here when the fire happened. Not only because, like I said, I had a suitcase full of things with me that I still have, but also just how traumatic that probably was for everyone who did have to evacuate at 1 a.m. that night. So what's next for me, and what's next for this channel? Like I said, I'm currently staying with a friend in Rogers Park, and I'm actually going down to Austin, Texas in about a week to stay with some other friends down there, and I'll be there indefinitely. So I don't know whether I'll be back anytime soon, be moving into a new place in Chicago, or what. My job does not require me to be in Chicago, but of course, you know, I have this channel, and I've really loved, you know, over the past year or so making these videos, and finally getting a little bit of an audience that like really appreciates watching the content. And yeah, I hate to, you know, stop doing that. I know a lot of people appreciate it and encourage me to keep on going. But yeah, I don't want to promise that I'll be able to keep doing this, given the circumstances of what's going on in my life. What else? If you want to support me in any way, I will provide my information, either like my, you know, Venmo and PayPal. I might start a GoFundMe, and you can donate some money to me through that. If you appreciate the content, you know, I do this for the love of it. But, you know, no obligation anywhere, and I don't want you to think that donating is going to have any effect over whether I'm able to continue making videos on here or not. But anything's appreciated. I sadly did not have renter's insurance, so that's on me. And yeah, that's just going to be a loss on all of that stuff. Still waiting for an investigation from the fire department as well to see how exactly the fire started and how exactly it got so bad. You can watch the news coverage of this fire. If you look up 4909 North Glenwood, the fire was on December 16th. You can see how terrible it was. Yeah, I don't know what else to say except for thank you to everyone who appreciates the videos I post on this channel. It's really meant a lot to me getting, you know, more views on it. Like I said, I do this for fun, but it's nice that some other people can watch and appreciate, and it really, you know, makes me happy when people, you know, who aren't from Chicago or used to live in Chicago and want to see their old neighborhoods can be able to walk through the neighborhoods vicariously through my videos. And I started this year, 2025, with less than 1,000 subscribers, and now have over 5,000, which I never, you know, anticipated happening. And yeah, I don't know. I'll also include links to my other channel, my travel channel. Make videos not in Chicago. If you like this kind of video but you don't care about it being in Chicago specifically, I'll probably be posting more videos from Austin there in the coming month, since I'll be living there in January, and also from my recent trip that I just took. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and be safe out there.